taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
But at least though, I mean, one fighter that's not like lacking for any real that's not lacking in any self-belief. He's actually fighting next weekend, July 1st. In Ohio, Jared Anderson with it's his homecoming debut or homecoming period.
His homecoming, main event.
Yeah. Originally he was supposed to fight a Kazakh fighter like Jean Kasabutsky, but visa issues canceled that fight. So we got a probably more known opponent. Some may say it's a lateral move. Some might say it might be.
I've seen more. Because it's casuals, I've seen more say, "Oh, it's a better fight." But,
Yeah, with Charles Martin. Yeah, Charles Martin, as everyone knows, is a former heavyweight champion. He's fought on, obviously he's fought on PBC. He's fought Joshua. He's fought Adam Kalnacki, as we mentioned before, and he fought Luis Ortiz in a surprisingly back and forth fight until he got highlighted, in the most brutal fashion.
Yeah, stuck in the ropes. He got stuck in the ropes like prime Stone Cold.
Yeah,
we got it on TikTok. If you follow us on TikTok,
sure did.
You'll see that shit. Crazy.
But Martin though, for whatever he does have he has a very underrated fan base. People actually like to watch him fight. I mean, personally, Martin is probably one of the luckiest fighters to ever become champion.
When Charles Martin's on point, he has good fights. He's not a bad fighter. He trained hard. He got good character and personality. What's the hate on this nigga? That be giving everybody a hard time.
I live near St. Louis, and he's in St. Louis, so I'm kind of I like him a little bit, but I know he's not really it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a fight that like I said, for Anderson, it's good because for one, it's one of those rare main events with two Black American heavyweights. That's a rarity in itself these days. So it's like okay. You have that in there, and yet, oh shit! Alexa, power down.
You got two.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, these devices, they just be talking sometimes. So it's a fight where at least now it's at attention because it's like okay, Jared can get a former heavyweight champion on his resume now. Or does Martin, cause another significant upset? And not Jared Anderson out.
Yeah, this is actually a good fight for both of them because Martin definitely raises his stock if he beats Anderson, and I feel like Anderson raises his stock if he beats Martin because Martin's a former champion.
Former champion. Yeah, and the Kazabuki guy or whatever, he's undefeated, nice, unknown, but he was 34. I get it, but but it's like.
Yeah, this is a better fight, bro.
It could have been worse. I'm just saying, it could have been worse. So I'll take it.
In terms of maybe attention, it's a better fight. Personally, I think the Kazakh fighters was probably more.
See, that's what Anderson's career needs now. Attention,
I think that the Khan fight would be good for him, but whatever.
The guys who are more of a name,
Yeah, guys. To come just beat that Yoka French nigga, that'd be a good fight.
Yeah, because honestly, Anderson's at the point in his career where I think he need to be main eventing and fighting guys who are in the top 10 of heavyweights.
Right. So I guess
Martin, he's top 15.
Yeah, and then Martin, like I said, I don't know where Martin is actually really ranked right now. If he's on anybody's top 15 for one of the belts or whatever, but like I said, he's a name. So, like I say, it's a fight though.
We remove the belts. I think he's top 15, top 20.
He's probably in the later teens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit. How much credit if niggas giving Ortiz credit for beating his ass? Come on.
He was beating Ortiz up a little bit. My fault. I'm saying he
was beating Ortiz up a lot of bit, nigga.
He was beating up Ortiz a lot.
Early on until he didn't.
Yeah. He had Ortiz's daughter crying and shit. His daughter was like,
yeah. Why do they keep showing it? They showed a couple times, man. Come on.
Yeah, they love that shit. These niggas just yo.
That drama shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But like I said, so what are we thinking? So, Pilot, how do you think this fight's gonna go with Martin and Anderson?
Anderson's nice. Again, I have the questions when he leans back sometimes. There's this viral clip Top Rank just posted of him leaning back and he gets a knockout, But at the 2-second mark, you can see this dude. If he hit that right, so like I don't know, because Henderson's hittable, but I got confidence in Jared. He's much younger. I don't know how hungry he is due to what he was talking about quitting at 27, but he's fighting for more of a purpose, and I feel like he'll get a stoppage probably 4th round. I'll say the 4th. He'll stop him in 4.
Word. Ayo, King P, what about your prediction?
Yeah, I don't see this going longer than 5. I don't know, 5th round. I think he'll get him out of there in 5 rounds. Let's see if Martin just provides any resistance. I think he'll be a punching bag for a couple of those rounds. So,
God damn.
All right, Rome, what about you? His name's probably smoking. All right, yo, LB, what about you, bro?
You know what? I think Anderson by decision.
So you think his streak will end? His kill streak's gonna come to an end?
Yeah, like and this is just a random pick for me. Like I feel like both guys been training, and this is one of those, like, I think we're gonna see Martin might give us a little more of a J-Rock performance as far as like career on the line. I need to really like look good, put myself out there, beat this nigga ass, or die trying type shit. So I don't think he's just gonna let Anderson run him over, and it's time we see somebody really push Anderson back a little. Like Anderson, he may be hittable, but nothing ever bothers him. And
right,
it need to get to a point where we see him bother. And I think Charles Martin
might be the one to give him some fits.
Might be the one to do that. And it's not like he's small. Charles Martin's like 6'4".
They're probably about the same size.
Yeah, like his hands ain't slow. Like he could box. He'll fight.
He's 37 and been KO'd a couple times though. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's
but like like heavyweight's a little different. He's not like an old 37.
True,
like,
true. And he's also. This is Jared's toughest test by far, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. You could nitpick it apart and shit, but it's legit. So but yeah, I'm glad he's finally main eventing. I saw that interview that y'all posted in the chat, and I get what y'all saying, like, but I think that's it's getting back to what I said before. Like, people are less caring about the belts. They want to start seeing that money, and
they want to get out early.
They want to get out early. The niggas want to like
Franco. He just retired. Franco just retired.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Social media is having an effect on that because a lot of people are getting to see people live life and enjoy shit. And they're like, damn, I'm getting money. Fuck that. Like, this is what I want to do, nigga. Why the fuck niggas want to start enjoying shit younger. So with that in mind, I think maybe he may be a little complacent. Maybe he's super focused, or maybe he's not as focused. But with all the factors, I think Anderson just kind of outworks him. He might drop Martin once, but I feel like we'll get a distance fight. Like we'll learn some shit about. Yeah, Bruno, you're right. Martin does have a great jab. Like, and I feel like because Anderson fights guys that don't either have a jab or they're smaller than him. Like, I just feel like Martin has enough to push him back and kind of make us learn some more shit about Anderson. So yeah, Anderson by decision. Maybe like a 8 rounds to 4 type shit. What is 12 or?
It's a 10 round. It's a 10 round. I don't think they put him in 12 yet.
Yeah, it's 10 rounds.
10. So yeah, so it might be like a 7 rounds to 3 type of, or 6 rounds to 4 type of.
Does he drop him? Does he drop Charles?
I think it's possible. Yeah, he might drop him once, but I think Martin will recover the jab. Like Anderson's a seeking destroyer though. Like he gets you hurt, it might be over for you. So Martin but Martin might catch him if Anderson get too reckless trying to finish him. So like that's why I like this fight. It's a good fight.
He gets hit. He leans back, and he
gets hit, but no one hits him with confidence though. Like that's the thing. Like people, like you'll see people throw hands with people, but it's different when you finally see someone throwing hands in confidence. Like somebody who's like they know, like I think I could put hands on this nigga. Let me try it. And they really, and they're into it, trying to throw hands instead of a guy he's there and he's like, well, shit. If I don't throw hands, he's gonna kill me. And it's like, yeah, that's cool, but it's not the same as, yo, fuck that. Like, he got hands, I got hands. I'm gonna put my hands on this nigga. Like, pause. Like, let me go. So yeah, that's a different energy, you know. Former champ.
I mean, like I said, if Drew hasn't been gone through the ringer, I might agree with you. But now Martin's gonna be taken up out of there in 2 rounds. Like I think
it's gonna 2 rounds. Shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can see.
I mean, it's possible. Like Anderson got a seek and destroy. He could get you
definitely
there.
see that. I mean, we didn't expect him to get the other dude out of there, the one that drew with Zhang and Jerry Forrest. Yeah, I didn't see.
That talk about that's an unexpected one too. But yeah, this is like I like Martin's just. I think Martin's just a little bit too worn at this particular. But like I said, Martin has enough pop in his fist. Like he has enough power that I don't think. I mean, if Anderson is careless, I could see Martin like at least dropping him at least once. But I just for some reason I just think Jerry Anderson's just gonna blitz him and get him up out of there. Like
hometown type shit. Hometown.
Yeah.
Man, but the curse of the hometown fight might be real. We saw Regis just a couple weeks ago. I don't know, these hometown niggas, man. I don't know.
We'll see what it is. Like, I mean, Regis still won that fight, but yeah, he just didn't look good.
We expected him to show out in the hometown and get a KO. You know what I mean? Really.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, like I said, it's a type of fight because in the bottom line is it's an attention fight for a prospect who's who's probably looking to try to get a shot at a bigger contender, to fit into his 4-year plan so he can retire early and shit. But it's a really good fight, and at least Top Rank paired it with another heavyweight fight, and this one is. It's interesting because you have Makhmudov who's 6'6", 260 fucking pounds. If you ever seen him fight, he's a big motherfucker. Like, I've seen him up close. Like, dude is huge. Like, Takam is the only one that actually went the distance with him, and even Takam went down a couple times to actually do that.
Takam was making him look that right overhand. I was watching that fight. That right overhand, Takam kept landing that the whole fight, and he was looking like a Euro Wilder Makhmudov during parts of that fight. During parts of that fight, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Makhmudov, of course, he's knocked out Sam Peter in 1, and he's knocked out our friend Johnny Rice in 7. So, like, he's Makhmudov is. And he's not one of them sloppy 260 pounds. Like, dude is a big built motherfucker, And then he's fighting someone. I thought someone who should probably be on my radar with Rafael Akpajori, but and who's even taller than me. He's 6'9", 250 something pounds. So basically, got one of the big crystal heavyweight fights.
I think he put for Miami college basketball, converted to boxing. So undefeated.
And see, because I was like, let me go watch a couple YouTube fights, and it's like, dude has to feel like he was brought in as the opponent, although he can punch. That's probably he can punch, but it's just he has to feel like he might be an opponent. But I'm hoping that's not the case.
But see, it goes back to that shit I always be saying with you either could raise a guy on dangerous opponents or good opponents, and sometimes you get to a level where you need a dangerous opponent, and even if he's not that great a boxer, as long as he has a threat that, hey, if you fuck up, he could knock you on your ass. Sometimes you need those type of fights, man. Yeah,
this dude's big, 15 wins, 14 knockouts, but the opponent records are, it's kind of nasty looking on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Some of these opponents like 21 and 58 and shit. Type,
like Wilder's competition, for his first 30 fights.
Yeah. Niggas gotta keep it a buck.
Yeah, but it intrigues me because it's like Makhmudov is usually the bigger guy in the ring, but he's fighting someone who's actually bigger than him.
Nigerian,
but it's me. It looks like he could be the opponent, or he might surprise everyone and knock.
Damn, you know what they say about the unknown Africans? It'll be some tough, crude motherfucker that can hit hard. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
This could be like a lower level. Do you remember Kingsley Ibley when he should have beat Guido? Remember that?
Yeah. I mean, it could be a fight like that. Yeah, I mean, I thought he did beat Guido.
He should have been out in that one. He should have been on that.
Well, yeah, we know what you meant. Like, get the decision. Like, there's a whole bunch of fights we thought the nigga should have lost. Like, yeah.
So, I mean, at least Top Rank at least got an intriguing co-main because, you know, people love heavyweights, especially big heavyweights that look like on the records they could punch. So, at least that's.
I just want all these other smaller heavyweight fights to eventually lead into like a decent end of the year heavyweight fight.
Of course.
Like that'll be the real cherry on top.
Because the last Top Rank heavyweight card was, you know, our friend of the show, Johnny Rice. That one and Stephen Shaw Jogba, but nothing ever came about of that. So hopefully this one is different. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully,
right. And then of course, you know, Top Rank has the usual prospects on the card like Jahi Tucker, Delonte John, Tiger Johnson, Dante Benjamin, Dylan
It's the
Mason.
best ones. I mean, these are all my favorite Top Rank prospects. But you know, again, they're fighting dudes they're going to probably beat. So.
Yeah, they're gonna beat them. They're gonna beat their asses. Like,
this is another one of those 10 o'clock cards.
My dog Tiger Johnson.
Yeah, like because I think only the heavyweights are. I think the heavyweights are the only main card at 10. I think the rest are just undercard.
Oh, so we just got Jabba Festival from 6 o'clock then.
No, they should throw one of these youngins on to open. I feel like they should, but they probably won't. But they should.
They probably won't. You know, but like I said, I mean, the heavyweights. I mean, at least on primetime, people are gonna get heavyweights fighting. So, I mean, like I said, Top Rank probably needs that. So, I mean, at least we'll see where Jerry Anderson is, and then of course,
You gonna get ring walks 5 o'clock. Yeah.